God for the payment. That's a solid foundation.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 53, ready.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Double right.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Monday.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Stafford. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give, now Stafford. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Complete, it's Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A first down throw for Prescott. Going deep here for Watkins. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Trucks over him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete here to Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Stafford. And Diggs has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. looking to throw. Prescott. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, 70!
From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Prescott from the gun on third. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Falcons 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Javonte Williams. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Prescott on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Scarborough again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
A give for Edwards running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead.
Touchdown, Falcons! Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it again with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For a graduate of the Naval Academy back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Prescott down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On 2nd down, Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Stafford. Able to find Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Stafford. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job, all right? You knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
To throw, Prescott. Connecting with Johnson.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the 50, Stafford. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Seahawks send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And what can Prescott do in the OT? And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So a critical turnover on the 3rd drive of overtime. And, Charles, the end result is they're going to be set up in field goal range with a chance now to win it.
Absolutely, and all you're thinking right now as a field goal kicker is, go ahead and put me in, coach. I want to finish this off, and we can all go home with a victory.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Scarborough. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, this messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.